Hey, it's Michelle Butt, and it's time for another Face Life Friday. And I thought what I'd do today is continue a little bit on the line that we talked about last week. I know last week we talked a little bit about being empty and being full in terms of sensitivity and how to potentially counteract being overly sensitive or being negatively affected by energy of people or spaces. But what I also wanted to do was take that to the next level in the sense of being sensitive to who you are and understanding potentially, depending on what archetype you are, how you might react to situations or people, etc. So one of the big things that has been coming up for me lately is especially with royals. So royals are people with very prominent noses, leaner faces, high eyebrows, really high standards, very much people who see the big picture and all of the details, very good at controlling situations, but also very perfectionistic. And there are quite a few royals in my life, and I love to be around them because I love to see how they create their world. But I also noticed something, and if you're a royal, this might be something that you could potentially relate to. Royals also, since they are so good at seeing the big picture and the small details at the same time, they often have expectations that they've already created in their mind of the picture of how things are going to turn out. So whether it's an event that they're going to go to, whether it's an experience that they are trying to create or that they are going to participate in, they already almost have the whole flow of the day all mapped out in their head. And if things go off from their expectation, they can sometimes find it really hard to still be in that situation, or to not get so stressed that then they become irritable or controlling or very difficult to be around, or just retreat and be less engaging than their beautiful royal self would be because things aren't going the way they planned or that they thought they would be. Now, this can, as adults, it can come across potentially as someone being more withdrawn or being more controlling or more irritable. But in children, it can result in them being more withdrawn, more fearful, especially if they can't predict what might happen, or there are too many variables, too many things out of their control. And so with children, you really have to try and help them walk through the new situation or help them deal with their potential detours here and there. And but what I'm telling you all of this for is to understand that, you know, I see it often in my life where, they always react that way. But they're reacting that way because that's part of their makeup. It's part of the strength, is being able to predict things so that they can create beautiful experiences. But the challenge is in allowing some leeway for when things go wrong or not the way they planned, and coming at people who react that way from a place of understanding, from a place of trying to help them feel more comfortable, from a place of trying to make the space still feel welcoming to them, because they aren't trying to be difficult. It's just, this is part of their personality, how they react when things are not exactly as planned. And I know we all have places we go under stress when things are don't go the way we thought they would, but royals tend to have the strongest reaction. And so if you are understanding this work, if you're in one of the courses and you see more how people behave and they are royal, now you might be able to see, I understand why that's happening. How can I make this easier for them? How can I bring us back on track so that they feel better? How do I help my child who gets very stressed when things are unpredictable? Now you know, and if you need more tools, you know where to find me. I will see you next week. Bye for now.